What's up, YouTube? It's MKWM Phenom here with another vid. This vid I'm basically gonna dedicate it, to the Miami Dolphins 2012 7-round mock draft. This is not gonna be a complete and total overhaul of every team. It's not gonna be a 32 team 7-round mock draft. No way. If I were to do one of those, it'll probably only be one round. But just gonna dedicate this to the Dolphins. What I think they're gonna do with their 7 picks this year. This is a free agency 7-round Dolphins mock draft. I'm gonna do another one after free agency's over. When we have a clearer look at what the current team is will be. But right now, this is basically just the top things that I think will happen when we are picking the 7-round mock draft for the Dolphins. What I think will happen, what I think they're gonna do with each pick. Remember, they have all 7 picks this year. People think we traded a 6th round pick to New Orleans. No. What we did is we swapped 6th round picks with them, and then we gave them Jonathan Amaya. So yeah, I know we got the better end of the deal, probably, right? But whatever. Yeah, this is gonna be the 7-round mock draft from Miami Dolphins. So let's get it started. All right. So with the 8th overall pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, I believe the Miami Dolphins will select defensive end Melvin Ingram out of South Carolina. Now, let me tell you why I think it's going to be Melvin Ingram. Okay, Quentin Coples is one heck of a prospect. He's that type of guy you want when you're doing a 4-3. He's that defensive end you want. He's 6'6", 300 pounds. The thing is, he looks the part. He doesn't play like the part. That's what Mike Mayock says, and I agree. The guy's a mauler, but he doesn't seem to have the high motor. He only had 7.5 sacks last year, and his tape doesn't suggest that he's going to play like the dominant player he looks like he is. So I'm gonna pick up Melvin Ingram simply because I've seen him play. I saw the game he had against Georgia back last year. I actually wanted to check out Davion Clowney, but I saw him and he really stood out. The guy had I think a blocked field goal. He had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. He brought back he ran a fake punt for like 60 something yards, and he had an interception. And what else? Yeah, and he had a sack too. The guy ended up with 10 sacks or whatnot. Listen, he reminds me of Dwight Freeney. Short arm, 6'1", but he's the type of guy. He's elusive. You can put him at defensive tackle, defensive end, outside linebacker. He's a phenomenal talent. I think he's gonna be a great player in the league, and I think he's a top 10 talent. I think he's well worth the 8th pick, and I think he's gonna be a very explosive player in the next level, and I think he could be definitely one of the faces of our defense for many years to come. So the 8th pick, I see us getting Melvin Ingram. In the 2nd round, we're picking, I think, 42nd. I see us getting Mike Adams, offensive tackle out of Ohio State. He was rising going up in the combine, but then he got to the combine. His stock fell drastically. He didn't run fast. He didn't look good in the drills. But at the end of the day, he is a right tackle. He's one of the better right tackles in the draft. He's a bookend right tackle. He could be that for us. I see us getting him in the 2nd round. I think he could fall to the 2nd round. I'm pretty sure he will fall to the 2nd round, but barring an amazing pro day. Listen, the guy, he's 6'4", 323 pounds. He's gonna be a great right tackle. 6'4" or 6'7", I'm not sure what I wrote there, but whatever. He's gonna be a great right tackle. I think he's gonna fit as well. He's a very good run blocker, much better run blocker than pass blocker. But I think 2nd round, him being there with the 42nd pick, that's too good a value to pass up. So I think we get Mike Adams out of Ohio State as a right tackle in the 2nd round. 3rd round pick, free safety. Yeah, we finally addressed free safety problems that we've had for for a while. I see us getting Brandon Taylor, free safety out of LSU. I think he's the 5th best safety in the class, and I think he's the one we pick. I think there's 4 better safeties than him. I think Byron Smith, Mark Barron, Harrison Smith, Markel Martin, and this cat, what's his name, man? Trumaine Johnson are gonna be better safeties right now than him. But I think he's a sleeper. I think he's a steal in the 3rd round. And I think getting Brandon Taylor, the guy's 5'11", 210 pounds. He ran a solid 4.5 40. So he's a good guy. He's got talent. He's got skill. He's very underrated in that defense. He was very underrated in that LSU defense behind Tyrann Mathieu and Morris Claiborne. Listen, the guy had over 70 tackles this year, 7.5 tackles for loss, a sack, 2 picks, 4 pass deflections. The guy, I think he's going to be one hell of a player in the next level, and I think getting him in the 3rd round is an amazing steal, and I think that's realistic for us to get him there, and I think that's going to be our pick in the 3rd round, and that's going to address our free safety problem in the draft. Now, with our 4th round pick, we're moving to a 4-3. There's been talk. Obviously, Solia is leaving. There's been talk about Kendall Langford maybe leaving as well. If that happens, I see us getting out of the University of Miami, Marcus Forston. This is a guy that was a first round prospect going into the season, but just a bounty of things, brought him down. The suspension, then the injuries, then the lack of his playing ability, taking a hit because of all those things later on in the year. So yeah, his stock, and he didn't impress that much in the combine. So his stock definitely fell. But I think getting him in the 4th round is amazing value. I think he's gonna add depth to that 4-3 defensive line we're gonna have now. And I think he's gonna come in here and he's gonna work hard and he's gonna show the world why he was an first round talent. And I think that's a great pickup for us in the 4th round, and it's gonna help our defense and our defensive line with the 4-3 scheme we're gonna run now. And I think it's gonna be a great pickup for us. With a 5th round pick, quarterback time. Quarterback. No matter what we do in free agency at quarterback, I see us getting one in the draft regardless, simply because we just have Matt Moore as the only quarterback under contract right now in what was our 53-man roster. So with a 5th round pick, I see us getting Case Keenum, quarterback out of Houston. Yeah, you know who that is. Ex-Heisman runner-up, ex-Heisman hopeful. This guy broke every single record Houston ever had. Now, if any of you have seen that the top 10 NFL draft busts, you probably saw it coming in number 10 were Houston quarterbacks. That's true, they've all been bust. But I think getting one in the 5th round, especially the talent of Case Keenum, I think it's a great pick for us. I think he's there. I think he's gonna be in the 4th or 7th round, range. I think we get Case Keenum in the 5th round. I think he's a long-term backup for us. I think when Matt Moore leaves, he could definitely be a number 2. And the guy was a stat machine over at Houston. Holds a bunch of records. And yeah, getting him in the 5th round, I think is gonna be great. Listen, he's not that tall. He's only 6'1", but yeah, he's a long-term backup. And I think getting him in the 5th round will add depth to our quarterback core. I think Matt Moore won't be here past next year. I think getting him to back up whoever it is we get in free agency will be the ideal plan. I definitely see us getting a quarterback in this year's draft just to add to depth, but I think Case Keenum is going to be one of them. Round 6, Iowa offensive guard Adam Geddes. Yeah, Adam Geddes, offensive guard out of Iowa. The guy has good size. He has good feet, decent feet out of Iowa. Those guys are trained to be solid linemen. They made Robert Gallery into an awesome while he was there, into an awesome lineman. Obviously, he wasn't as good here in the NFL, but him, and then you got Riley Reef. Another nasty offensive lineman. Those guys produce well-trained, nasty, slim, strong offensive linemen. So yeah, 6th round pick, Adam Geddes, Iowa, as our offensive guard. Probably won't start. Probably will be a backup. Maybe makes the team, maybe doesn't. But solid pick here for the 6th round. And our final pick, the 7th round pick, Darius Fleming, outside linebacker out of Notre Dame. Listen, we need a Jason Taylor left. We gotta add more depth to that pass rush. So that never hurts. Nice pass rush depth never hurt any depth. Sorry, not death or depth. Depth never hurt anybody. Yeah, so I think Darius Fleming, outside linebacker out of Notre Dame, will be our final 7th round pick. So let's go through the picks one more time. Round 1, Melvin Ingram, South Carolina, defensive end. Round 2, Mike Adams, offensive tackle, Ohio State. Round 3, Brandon Taylor, free safety, LSU. Round 4, Marcus Forston, defensive tackle, the University of Miami, the U. Round 5, Case Keenum, quarterback, Houston. Round 6, Adam Geddes, offensive guard, Iowa. And round 7, Darius Fleming, outside linebacker, Notre Dame. Thanks for watching, guys. This is MKW and Phenom signing off.